on, y'all? It's Nick here with F.O.F Financial Coaching LLC, and I'm here today to talk about what else? Money. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. This right here is the last video in our biblical finance class of biblical living. This is number 5. I hope you guys are ready for it. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Now, you know me as your financial coach. I want to see you do well with money. I want to see you transcend with money. I want to see you be the best you can be with the money that God has given you and entrusted you with. All right. So listen, if you want to see this video as well as any of my other ones, please check out my blog. Go to my website at www.foffcoaching.com. If you have a question or you need something from me, please don't hesitate. Send me an email at foffcoaching@gmail.com. So listen, I hope you guys like this video. It's about investing as a portion of what we can do to manage our money well. We want to grow it, all right? So check out the video. Let me know what you think by liking, sharing, and commenting. Appreciate it. Now on to the video. And now the last point here that I have about some practical ways is I have blank your money. What is that?
Spend.
You said spend. There's nothing wrong with spending money, but that's not the.
Manage.
You said manage? No, it's not manage.
Protect.
You said what?
Protect.
Protect. Ooh, that's a good one. I should have put that, but that's not what I put. But I like protect your money. You said what?
Respect.
You said respect. No. The other one is save and invest. I have save/invest your money. Save and invest it. Well,
Ain't no slashes.
I use the slash so it'll be one.
That's the right, like the right words.
Right.
That's why I
Right.
manage, protect will work.
That was protect was good. I like that.
Respect.
Respect. I like protect. I'm gonna write protect down. I like that. It's slash. Save/invest. Save/invest your money. All right, so somebody will read Ecclesiastes 11:1-2.
Cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days. Give a serving to 7 and also to 8, for you do not know what evil will be on the earth.
So this is Solomon who wrote this. He was one of the wisest people on earth at his time. He probably was the wisest person on earth. I believe it says that. So he's saying invest your money or your possessions or whatever. He says 7 and also to 8. So not just putting an investment in one area, but doing it in multiple areas. So does anybody have an idea of how you can do that? What are some practical things we can do? So in 2019, what are things that we can do to get there?
You have savings accounts.
You have savings account, okay.
IRAs.
You have an IRA?
401ks,
401k. What's an IRA? What's a 401k? You know?
individual retirement account.
That's an IRA.
And 401k is an account through,
You said what? So a 401k,
what was that, government secured account?
it's basically 401k. That's the in the tax law, that's what it's called, 401k. So the account, like an IRA or 401k, is not necessarily what you're investing, but that's the protection for your money. So that's the protection. So it's like a blanket that goes over your account. Now I think Mark, you said mutual funds. So you may have mutual funds in your IRA, you have mutual funds in your 401k, but those are just the protection over your money so that it's really a tax thing. And your actual investing portion of it,
How you withdraw it to.
there you go. Your actual investing portion of it is the mutual fund that you may have, or stocks or something like that. And so what I think is important is when you're talking about diversifying, having different things, some people will be like, oh man, this company's doing so good, let me just buy some stock in this one company. But if that company goes down, like was talking about in Ecclesiastic, you don't know what's going to happen. If one of your ships go down, you have all your eggs in that basket. And so as I was getting this lesson ready, I think 2 days ago, I just met this guy at work. I was talking with him, and he was saying that I believe he was 67. He said he wanted to retire when he was 70. And I was like, okay, so he only had a couple more years to work. But he said, it's early. He said that he was working for 28 years for a company, and he was about getting close to retiring, and he had a pension. I don't think he had any money saved up, but he was getting a pension. And that company went bankrupt, went belly up. So now he's still having to continue to work. And as I was coming up with this lesson, I thought of that story like, man, like that can be terrible for anybody. But when we think about investing and we just put all our eggs in one basket, now the only place we should put all our eggs in one basket is with Jesus, right? But when it comes to your finances, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So I don't know if people know about Enron, it's an older company, and a lot of people put money into Enron. They didn't even care about their own state. Like, we just gonna pump money into that. When that went bankrupt, I mean, people's lives was changed for the worse. So it's good to diversify. It's good to have different options, different things going on. And what types of ways can we invest our money? So the first way I have, as far as on the paper, is invest your money in yourself. A lot of times we forget about that. So investing your money in yourself could be doing some personal development classes. It could be going to college. It could be going to a trade school. It could be doing that. Because you are the one who can make the most money for yourself, if you will. That's important. Now, I don't think necessarily you should go into debt to do that, but that's another lesson for next week, okay? But I think it's important to invest for yourself. Next, we already talked about it, was the stock market. That's a way. Another way could be real estate, if you're into that. And also, if you don't understand an investment, don't do it. Try and understand. Try and get a good understanding. Talk to those people who hopefully will give you some good financial counseling, as we talked about, and get an idea of what it is. And this is a point I want to make too, is on Proverbs 13:11, it says, dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. So when you start to do these investing and you get to that point where you're ready to do that, it's little by little, it makes it grow. Little by little. It's not this whole, hopefully, the stock went up, I made a bunch of money. That happens every now and then, and you hear about that stuff on the news more. But most people who really make a lot of money, they do it over a long time span. A long time span. And I know we microwave babies, so it's hard for us to hear that sometimes, but that's really how the things work. So in the news right now, what was like a big financial thing that happened this week? Really big. It's not even just financial. Has to deal with a rapper. Anybody heard? Jay-Z. So anybody heard? Yeah, Jay-Z, he got to $1 billion, supposedly, according to the Forbes. So he's worth $1 billion. Now, I bring that up.
By himself or?
No, him. Not him and Beyonce, just Jay-Z. Probably together as a household, but just him by himself. But I believe, I was reading an article about it, it took him 23 years to get to $1 billion. He didn't just wake up one day and flipped $1 million to $1 billion. It took him some time. So don't think that it's something that's just going to happen tomorrow. You know, don't think that it's just going to happen quick. It takes some time. It's okay that it takes some time. But even in the word, it's telling you, if you're getting money dishonestly, if you're doing the wrong thing, it's going to go away. But that money getting little by little, and that's what we talk about, the diligence, a little bit of excellence over time. Those little things you're doing day by day over time, that's what's going to get you there. All right, and then I'm going to skip this with time, but I have Matthew 25:14-30. That's the parable about the talents. I love that parable so much. So read that. Please read that. But it talks about the different servants in there. One servant, the master gave 5 talents to, another one he gave 2, and another one he gave 1. And the one he gave 1, he just buried it. The other one he gave 5, he turned that into 10. The one he gave 2, he turned that into 4. So they invested it and they did more with it, what was given to them. The one that gave 1, he just buried it, and he said, you could at least put it in the bank and gave me some interest for it. What do you think happened to that servant? If y'all remember the story, anybody know the story, what happened to that servant?
Thrown out.
He was
weeping and gnashing of teeth.
I think that's what it said. Exactly. He was literally thrown out. So think about that. When we're given something and we're not multiplying it, when we're given something, we're just sitting on it. When we're given something, as what Crystal was asking about saving, and she was like, you just got to keep saving. I said, I was getting on her a little bit, but I was like, well, what you saving for? There has to be some direction, some strategy, some reason for what you're doing. If you're saving for a rainy day, save for a rainy day. Once you get enough for the rainy day, which should be probably about 3 to 6 months of your expenses, Then you save for that. Okay, you don't need to keep saving for that. You have your rainy day. Now what are you going to do next? Are you going to invest some more money now? What are you going to do? It should always be a plan and a purpose with it. It shouldn't just be, I'm just going to sit on it and that's it. So we got to think in those terms as well. And then the last scripture, not the last scripture, but a scripture I have on here is Proverbs 21:20. It says, the wise store up choice food and oil and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. So what that's saying is, you should have some money on deck. You should always have some money on deck. You should have some money saved up just in case of things that happen. You never know. You could lose your job. Anything could happen. So you got to have some money saved on deck. And like I said, that should be 3 to 6 months. And again, I'm just showing that these are like biblical principles. I'm not just coming up with this stuff. Hey, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys took some things from that video to see that growing your money is a very important part of managing your money well, all right? Anything that the Lord gives us, whether it's talents, whether it's money, obviously the emphasis on this is money, that we should try and grow it. We should try and produce more of it. But always remember, we are the manager, all right? So you guys stay diligent. Again, that definition of diligence, I get that from Dave Ramsey. That's a little bit of excellence over time, all right? Over time, just keep being excellent, keep growing, keep doing what it is that you're doing, and stay on the right track, all right? Because you work way too hard, way too hard to be scrounging, to not be growing something that God has given you, to not be growing the money that you have, all right? So I want you to choose faith over fear for your finances, and of course, Happy Friday!